kind of a continuation of the last video. I think the prime of Obama's presidency, having that been said, his presidency being fairly conservative, his prime will be his election and first inauguration. November 4th, 2008, January 20th, 2009. Those are historic days, historic dates, and, everybody knows where they were when he was sworn in. Most people know where they were the night it was announced he had won, and visions of being in front of the television and other things like that. And it was historic and talked about, in line with individuals like Martin Luther King or even other famous folks, Booker T. Washington, W.E.B. Du Bois, Malcolm X, etc., that here was a guy who came from a race that was enslaved for 2.5 centuries and became president. And he had, a Kenyan father, an Indonesian stepfather, both non-religious Muslims, middle name of Hussein, last name Obama, first name Barack. I mean, his marketing and branding was very foreign, very opposite of Bush, which is what I think, Soros and the folks knew that people would respond to. With roots in, the non-continental state of Hawaii, for Pete's sake. So, in big city like Chicago and having gone to Harvard and Yale, and he was, an intellectual who had come to work within the political system. He was no Chomsky, that's for sure. But his branding and marketing were great, and his election and inauguration will go in as historic. But I think those dates will be the prime of his presidency. Nothing he did as president would top November 4th, 2008. Technically, George W. Bush was still president on that date. And January 20th, 2009, which technically George W. Bush was still president on that date until, noon or wherever. Whatever time in the day Obama was sworn in. So it's an interesting phenomenon, that's for sure.